Hey, hello. It's Charlene. I'm going to give you a brief tutorial on how to use the MPOW. What that even stands for, I do not know. Okay, so here's the MPOW. This thing here, not the green cord. That's to my cell phone because that's also charging as I use the MPOW. So, what the MPOW will do is allow you to listen to things from your phone through your computer speakers. It's a way to, I guess, Bluetooth through your car speakers. Like me, I like to listen to some podcasts, and on the road, if I just have it playing on my phone speaker, it's just not loud enough, right? Got enough going on, so I need it to come through the speakers. So what we do, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show you some of this. This plugs into your car lighter. Probably not even called really a car lighter anymore, right? Okay, so here are some other things. We got this little rotatey thing here, which allows you to change channels, which we'll see why. This, 2 buttons there, I believe also does the same thing. I just used the rotating thing, and then up here, we have a push button, which we'll use to connect Bluetooth, and then this right here in between the silver and the black. I know the sun is shining right in, so it's hard to see that little clear section. Is going to be blue, as well as the top. See, there's the top. MPOW. That will be blue as well once we have connection. Okay, so now I'm going to plug it in to the lighter. Whatever you call it nowadays. Okay, so now this can twist, right? It's got a flexible cord, so you can twist it how you need it to work for you. Okay. And now I'm going to turn on the radio. Oh boy. There's a problem right away. Okay, because MPOW has to use... Sorry. That's a problem right away because MPOW has to use a station that is static. So while I scan for one of those, and it's easy if you have one that you can turn the knobs, right? So let's see if we can find one that's static. Here we go, 105.5. Blah, static, okay? So this little sweet thing is not waking up yet. I can never get it plugged in just right. Okay, we'll see it light up. There we go. Okay, so now there's our display, right? And as you see, it's blue right here. It was flashing for a second. 105.1. I'm turning it. Let's just see, what does this do? Yeah, okay. So my phone's Bluetooth is on. Okay. There. Hear that? Silence. The static went away. Okay. So now we are synced, and as you see that blue? Blue. That's when we know Bluetooth. Got it? Chuckle, chuckle. Okay, so now all you have to do is just go find whatever media you have in your phone. I have, a couple different things. You just have to go find it, and it will play over the car speakers. So voila, that's how to use your MPOW to listen to your favorite podcast over your car speakers. Hope this helps. Have a good day. Bye. Okay, here we are for 3 things that I found to be a bummer about the MPOW. The first thing would be the volume. I have the volume. I typically tend to have the volume turned up on my phone, probably as loud as it can go. And then the same thing with the car radio. I have to turn that up pretty loud. So I know I listened to the show that that made me think of this today. I listened to it live, and it's always very good quality. I don't have to have the volume weird or anything like that. So I don't know if it's just because the little molecules have to float through the air or what, but that's just one of the things that I noticed. Hopefully you're seeing what's happening. I'm driving along, and this is what kind made me think to record some of the downfalls. Hopefully you see that the little MPOW juggles a little bit as I hit bumps, right? Well, this car's, I think, got pretty good shocks or whatever. So, yeah, see, it just, if we bounce enough, like on it's not even potholes, I'm just telling you, irregular spots on the road, it'll lose connection. So then all of a sudden, you got loud screaming static over the speakers. And then I would say part 3 that I've found to be a bummer. It hasn't happened today, but sometimes I've noticed that if you're driving through an area that suddenly uses the frequency that you've selected. So right now I'm at 105.5. It didn't happen today, but it has happened where if I drive through an area and suddenly that's a radio station, that'll start to trump the MPOW. It'll just come through as fuzzy communication, but just wanted to bring it up that that's something else that happens. Kind of a bummer, but it makes sense because we have to use an empty, fuzzy station airwave to use the MPOW. So if something becomes a station, then, well, that makes sense that it trumps, right? So I guess that's all that I really wanted to talk about, kind of 3 of the bummer things, but really overall, so far the jostling out of its connection hasn't been too much of an annoyance, but I really like the MPOW for what it does. I like to be able to listen to my podcasts. I'm too cheap to use any data on my phone, so I just use my iTunes, find where it's stored on my computer, drag it to my phone, voila, I can listen. See, as you hear, I think in the background, I must not have the volume turned all the way down, so sporadically you'll hear static, and that's what it is. It's at a solid connection now. Oh, now it's not connected. And you could probably see that on the display. It goes from 105.5 to nothing. So when it's at nothing, it's not connected. So it's doing that on and off. I thought I had the volume down a little bit more than that, so sorry if that's been annoying you, because that would bug me. But anyway, thank you so much for listening. I hope you have enjoyed my review of the MPOW. Have a good day. Bye.